Good morning, it's Tawni Peterson, nurse practitioner from Adams County Health Center. This morning I'm going to be sharing with you resources that are available during this time of COVID. It was really fun doing this research because I found that there were a lot more resources available to people than I even knew of, and so I think it's exciting for me to get to share some of this with you. What you will hear me say though is there's a link for this and there's a link for that. I won't get into actual phone numbers and I won't be like speaking the links out, but just know that everything that I talk about today will be going on our Facebook page and our website. It'll just cut down on time, and there's so many links available that I don't want to burn your time just by speaking them out. So everything that I talk about today you will find on our Facebook page or our website. In addition, if there's resources that I've missed, because there's a lot of resources available right now, I would love if you would share them in the link below, or contact me so that I can get the information out. So one of the areas that Adams County Health Center is always concerned about is, do people have enough food? So let's start with that one. I found a really awesome link for that. Idaho Food Bank Food Assistance Locator. It's really easy. All you have to do is type in your location, whether it's your city or your zip code, and throughout the United States, it will show you where different food banks are located, and contact information. So locally in our area, we have the Loaves and Fishes and Council, and their next food bank pickup is April 16th. New Meadows is April 25th and 23rd, and then McCall is on Wednesdays. They all have different hours, all provide the contact information. They're all doing curbside pickup, so nobody's actually coming in right now. The Council Senior Center continues to provide meals for people. It's just not in a sit-down situation. And so they are also doing curbside pickup, and they're doing food delivery. I'll put those hours in. I do know that they are asking for a small donation, even a $5 donation. They are running low on money, basically, for food. Adams County Health Center gave them a donation this last week that will help them for a short period of time, but we do what we can when we're able. Children throughout the state of Idaho under the age of 18 are being given free breakfast and lunch certain days of the week. Everybody, regardless if you're actually enrolled in that school or not, and they all have different days that this food is being delivered, all of the different schools, and different pickup spots. So I will provide the information for that. All you do with that, just like the other sites, is you go into their link and then you type in your city, and it actually shows you where the drop-off points are and who qualifies. But it's a great way for children to be fed when school is not being held in the classroom. New Meadows has something really cool called Free Little Pantry, and they're using their little lending libraries. And so they're keeping them stocked with non-perishable canned foods. So if people are driving through and need food, or people live locally, they're welcome to use the Free Little Pantry. They're always accepting donations too. So if it's non-perishable or canned foods, if it fits the criteria, they're asking that you leave food and take what you need. The Red Apple in Ontario, the Red Apple Marketplace, has something similar. They have a fairly large pantry outside, and it's give what you can and take what you need. I love how people come together during these hard times just to help one another. As far as community help goes too, Council has a delivery of food and supplies. And if you're locked at home, if you can't get out, if you're high risk or elderly, and it's just not a good idea to be leaving home even if you're social distancing, but yet you need someone to run errands for you, Kelly Wilson from Threads is heading that up, and you just contact Kelly and she will set you up with a runner. I'll leave her information. I think it's sad that libraries had to close during this time, especially when people are in their homes, and people love to read and resource libraries, but I do know that Council is doing a curbside drop, and so if there's a book that you need, you just call and they will leave it for you. Otherwise, there are so many amazing sites right now, and I've actually been accessing them, but one of them is Project Gutenberg. They have over 60,000 free ebooks. I will leave their link. Amazon Prime has free children and adult books, and I have utilized that. And then Scholastic books, if you remember the Scholastic books where your kid brings home the paper and you're able to order them some books. I got onto their site last night, and so for 20 days, for free, they offer articles, stories, videos, challenges, virtual field trips. I spent an hour on there last night. It was just so awesome. So I will send the link for that. One of the websites that we love to visit, we visit this website 2 or 3 times every single week is the Denver Zoo. They have cameras set up throughout the zoo. They do virtual tours. You can follow the baby animals, and I will provide the link for the Denver Zoo. It's not only great for children, but it's awesome for adults too. How about student loans? With so many people being unemployed right now and a lot of people owing on student loans, through the CARES Act, if you have a loan through the Department of Education, you do not have to pay on your loan until the end of September. If your loan is not through the Department of Education, then contact your lender and see what they have designed. AARP, of course, never fails. I went onto their website hoping they may have something, and boy did they. Super impressed with AARP. So I clicked around on some of their coronavirus links. Some of the things I found was connecting with others. I think that's so important right now while we're socially isolating and trying to keep ourselves away from people to keep the infection rate down. But people are lonely, and so they have a link for connecting with others. They also have a really awesome link for symptom checker, just like the triaging we do at our clinic. They ask you the same type of questions, and then they calculate your score, and then they make recommendations. They have a stay active link, how to stay safe when you're grocery shopping. One of the links I also clicked on was advice for working at home. So many of us are working from home right now, and it's a change. It can be a bit difficult, but they have really great advice. They have a link on stimulus check confusion, as well as scams and frauds, which we know they are rampant right now. How about medical care? I'm only going to be able to speak on Adams County Health Center, but we provide a sliding fee for uninsured or underinsured. So if you're interested in receiving the paperwork for that, you can just call our clinic, 208-253-4242, and we can email or mail that paperwork to you. It's a great resource for those that are needing medical care and just can't afford it. In addition, it's not connected to Adams County Health Center, but we have an ACHC Patient Assistance Foundation, and what we do with that is we help people that just can't afford their medication at a certain period of time, or maybe they need gas money to go see a specialist, maybe they need eyeglasses. There is a form for that too to see if you qualify, but that's one that's really important to me so that we can help people in need. If you would like a virtual appointment, under normal conditions you would have to be seen at our clinic first, but during this COVID period of time you actually can be seen virtually, and we would just have to get you that paperwork so that you could have your appointments virtually. Behavioral health, that's so important during this stressful time, and what I found is there are a multitude of resources available right now for people that are struggling. Maybe you're anxious, maybe you're housebound, maybe your depression has kicked up. There's just a variety of things that can happen during these different disasters. So we have the Idaho COVID hotline. I'm going to provide that number. We have the Idaho Suicide Prevention Hotline. I'm going to provide that number. If you've ever heard of Jesse Tree, they actually help with homelessness and evictions, but they also had a number available, a distress hotline. They're open every day of the week from 8 a.m. until midnight. And then the distress hotline, it's an 800 number. They're open 24/7, 365 days a year. You can call them, and they have a way that you can text them. So I'm going to provide the information on how you can text them if you would prefer to do that. Local church services, thank you Kylie Hatfield for getting this together for me. Since Easter's coming up, a lot of people are wondering, how am I going to be able to attend services? And even outside of Easter, what's happened to my regular Sunday services? She just gave me the best information, because in council alone, all of the different churches are either offering something on Facebook, Zoom, or their website. The Boise, the Diocese of Boise is offering services on their website. So I will provide you with all of that. Exercise, that's a really big one, especially for people that are staying at home right now. If you just go onto Google and even type in free exercise COVID, you're going to get just a list of them. But I have been going through them every single day because Alicia and I have been trying to get our exercise in. And the YMCA has free videos for all ages and abilities. That's actually a great website. It's real funny too, though, because I put in my age and my ability, and that doesn't necessarily jive with Alicia. Planet Fitness has a free exercise every night at 7 p.m. Eastern, and I haven't got to follow that one yet, but I know it's probably great. Gold's Gym for 30 days has free exercises that are led, whether it's yoga or boot camp. There's just a multitude of them too. I will provide all of that information. So I'm going to end it with a class that is free right now through Yale University, The Science of Well-Being. I have registered for that and I've started it, and I cannot believe this class is free. You can pay a small amount too and get credit for it, but it's so fascinating. And so the whole idea of that is it challenges you to increase your happiness and be more productive. I'm just going to read this for a minute because I want to get it right, but it talks about the misconceptions about happiness, annoying features of the mind that lead us to think the way we do, and research that can help us to change. I will leave the link for that also. So on Tuesday, I'm going to be talking about food. And this is an important topic to me because I lead these classes at Adams County Health Center, and I haven't been able to since we've been doing this social distancing, and I'm really missing it. I'm not going to do a full class like I do because it would take too long, but I want to show you foods that will decrease inflammation, that boost your immunity, that can increase happiness just because they're mood lifting, that can decrease anxiety. And so I will share that with you on Tuesday. I'll do that, let's say 6 p.m. so that it'll be right around dinner time and people can join in. So in the meantime, remember that Adams County Health Center does remain open. We are busy as ever seeing patients in the parking lot and some of them inside. Our pharmacy remains open. Our dental and optometry are seeing patients on emergent basis. And I do continue to see patients virtually so they can stay in the comfort of their own home. You can call our clinic at 208-253-4242, and everything that we've talked about today will go on our Facebook page or our website. And if you have any additional resources that you would like to share, then just comment below or you can send us a message. Thank you so much and have a great Thursday.